him too. I used to believe that Alex Jones was, and now I see he's just part of the dissemination of, you know, half truth, half lie. You can see it now. You know, I doubt if that lawsuit, I mean, they sued him for saying that those people didn't die at Sandy Hook.
2022.
You know, what about all the people that deny 9/11 even happened, that people didn't die there? Robin Henry Tees says that nobody died on 9/11. So why don't they sue Robin Henry Tees? It's because Robin Henry Tees is a product of the government. He's a chip baby. That's what I think. I think he's an MK Ultra mind control or something has happened to him.
Yeah, I'm definitely under demonic possession for sure. To freaking do YouTube for 5.5 years straight for free, something possessed me to do that. It is wrong. That site has been allowed left up thus long. You'll get paid for all this. Stay patient. It is wrong, the website. Now you're talking about. Talking about this slander's website. Yeah, I mean, I didn't put it up. All I'm doing is showing you what's being said about Steven James Dishon. And if you click on the website, it happens to have my video up. Which
work around 7.
Which would tie into as if I had something to do with it. So that's the direction that Steve's going in.
To where he's just insane. You know, something. He's not normal.
But that's so crazy because for 5 years, you still pay attention to every single one of my videos, watching me, describing me as someone who's not normal. But yet I waste all your time, but you're allowing me to waste your time.
He's not right in the head. He's definitely got problems. What they are, I don't know. Michael seems to think it's demonic. It could be. I think it is. I think it is demonic. I do. I think he's got some kind of demonic, wicked, familiar spirit that follows him.
Huh. Yeah. I mean, if you want to correctly interpret demonic spirit that follows him, there's a spirit inside of this world. Not everybody sees it. Not everybody agrees. But it's I don't know what you call it, a surveillance spirit that your every move it's predicted.
It's just eating him and eating him. You know, what are you going to do? I just sit back and take it. And that website, that website wasn't created until after Robin came on the scene.
Oh, that's probably why my name is. Yeah, I see. I mean, I get all this credit. But there's like zero funds available for it. It says that this is what the website says. I mean, it says that his lies are entirely supported by Aryans gang up on people with organized liars. All right, well, I can tell you that I have no proof of any of it. Stalking, yeah. Like Steven Dishon lies. Insane lying. Insane, actually. It's kind of insane the way that they put up lies about people. So you must be talking about this website here. Someone who claims to be God. Steven Dishon literally claims he's Jesus Christ. All right, well, hey, it is what it is, right?
I didn't even know about that website until I think it was Tim, or it was Jethro.
It was whenever you signed off on it
over there that brought it to my attention. I had no idea that it was even there.
So the question is, does that sound like a believable statement? I mean, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just saying, like, does it sound this way for someone that has this this title. I mean, there is no other person on the planet besides this person here. So, oh, there's 2 pages. He is a bit sidetracked when people are into heavier discussions with times. Yeah, you got to get this website down, Steve, because it could influence me to believe it.
And then Robin accuses me of writing it myself. And then the other day he accused me.
So anything that Steve says brings attention to that I said that's supposedly an accusation is the actual truth. That's why he'll confirm it by talking about it. And then it makes it seem like he's not agreeing with it because this is the language from the inside.
Me of saying that Jacob Israel was the person that posted that website about me. It's not just about me, it's about.
So again, you're not denying the things that I say. Take notice.
Was the person that posted that website about me. It's not just about me, it's.
You said Jacob Israel was the person that posted what? You said Israeli Zeus. I'm just kind of reading it between the lines and backwards. WWE script. This is all a script. I don't believe a word in here isn't true.
It's about a bunch of other people too. There's a whole ton of.
Because that's why you said, well, it ain't just about me when you're saying who wrote it.
Whole ton of people that are on there, but I'm just one of them, I guess.
Well, not really, because you're actually the top. You're not just one of them. You're the one and only. Again, look here. Let's see if I can. Who's the vicar of Lucifer?
According to Wikipedia, Beatrice Trixie Espinosa Trixie is portrayed by Scarlett Estevez. Chloe and Dan's 7-year-old daughter, who befriends Lucifer and Mazakeen. Trixie takes advice from both Maze and Lucifer, while also balancing what her parents try teaching her.
It is about the actual movie itself, Steve's character. So who is the vicar of Lucifer for the Vatican? So you got to be more specific now, not the movie. Well, it says that Steven Dishon is. That's what it says. And Vatican, obviously, they run shit. So just even for him to even have his name in there, even if it's a slanderous thing, right? But the point that I've always been trying to make is this. This is the only name that's been given that commander title for the Vatican, the Vicar of Lucifer, and there's no other actual person itself. So even if it's a lie, well, then that means Steve must be the most important person on the planet for them to try to attach him to that lie. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? There's no other person on the planet that has that actual title. So, poor suffering servant, huh?
But it's funny how that website didn't come around until Robin came on the scene.
Right, because here's the truth. They realized that I was discerning things that are unseen. I can't prove it, but they were realizing that I'm saying things still that are unseen, that's actually proof from the people that are secretly hiding stuff. Then, to me, I believe the website was made in order to get my attention and say, hey, look, this is the person who you're talking to, all right? This is Jesus Christ here. Don't blaspheme the name of, whoever. And then Dishon lures homeless people into his house. So that's supposed to frighten you. Working close with the Steve Austin. He gets paid through just all types of scary things that are being said here. So I believe that what it was mainly meant for was for me to see it and to shit my pants and say, okay, Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm going to worship you now. And also to keep me from seeing him in person because I'm supposed to be scared. That's what I believe the website was set up partially for, because Steve was my highest trained, reviewer, the guy that came after me from the very beginning of 2018.
I think that's strange.
Definitely is. And then when you say strange, Jacob Israel says that's strange a lot. So you're kind of tying that. But again, these are just pure accusations. No evidence whatsoever.
Overseas, it's not even, it's posted over in, I believe, Ukraine. I think it's coming out of Ukraine or someplace over there. I'm not sure. I wish I could zap, but it'll go away. And then, and the other thing that's been going on with that website that I've noticed is that whoever is operating that site is changing certain things. Like, it used to say certain things, and now it doesn't say those things anymore.
Yeah,
it's like they're altering it as time progresses.
Like you and James,
to fit whatever the narrative is. Like now it says the Vatican. It adds me to the Vatican. I'm not Catholic. I'm just a straight up Christian. That's it. All right.
I thought you were a Nazarene.
Maybe. I don't know. Not sure, but it sure doesn't add up right.
So as of...
It doesn't add up.
One day ago.
In the Jesuit order, which equals Robin Henry Tees. So does Devil Satan equals Robin Tees. Nephilim equals Robin. Noted hypocrite equals Robin Henry Tees. Prince of Darkness equals Robin Henry Tees. What are the odds of all of that?
I know, nonstop. Just coming from the top guy, it's such an honor to literally be someone just hopped on just completely by myself from the beginning and even now, by myself. To have all those things said about me with my name in gematria that I didn't type this in. Oh, look at that. It's American Davidic bloodline, take back God's kingdom on earth. Steven James Dishon, spiritual target individual. Had enough to choke 10 horses. The Song of Moses, servant of God. What's Lucifer's human name? Apparently, manifestation of Christ, keeper of the keys and kings. Song of Moses, the angel lent him, who has understand was in heaven. Shiloh, Yahweh, the Son of God. I mean, it says all types of good stuff. Stephen James, Lion of Tribe of Judah, opens Lamb's Book of Life, Prince of Judah. I mean, it's looking good under your name. Demon Slayer, Jesus Christ of Terrible Shining, Christ Reborn, Riverside Hospital, because you said you were born there, and Jesus Christ is the serpent. Well, sure, if I'm the Antichrist and Jesus Christ is the serpent, go away. Yeah, but when you take this number and you just type in my number, you want to talk about slander? Well, is it destroyer? Wait, what happened here? It was reset. Look at that. Only 3 entries. What's going on, Steve? Your book was reset. It still says terrible things about it. Let's see. I mean, is a destroyer? Yeah, I came to destroy the wicked. Lies. This is true. He is a liar. A numbered beast of Abaddon identified. Lying spirits. That's what I've come to destroy right there. I've come to destroy lying spirits. I am that I am, Holy Gene. Robin Henry Tees, the church in Pergamum, The fortune of the gods. Are angels around? What? It kind of says some good things now that's reset. Family cursed king. Sure, my family has been cursed. Am I their king? A billion be alive. I don't mind the people that hate me. I care less. I am supposedly a noted hypocrite. Broadcast contradiction of Bible. Name of creator and book of Genesis. Oh, really? I am that I am. Holy Gina already said that. Antichrist accuser of Adam. If you're the Christ, then sure. Only begotten one. I actually like the reset because even though it only has one search, Lucifer's genetic tampering, the fallen angel, unclean bird. Key of Solomon, a horn speaking great blasphemies. This is your book, Steve. It's not mine. I have come to send fire on the earth, just out of the mouth. I wonder if everything was reset all of a sudden, because everything is being reset, actually. Robin. Yeah, look at that. There's a reset going on. There used to be, I mean, my name had thousands of searches in the Robin Henry team, so I equal Barack Obama. Ain't that something? Nephilim. I mean, you're right, Steve. My name does equal that, but what does that mean? And there you go. Here. All wrapped up in a bow. It's a great deal, actually.
Dad being part of the Philadelphia Mafia. At least that's what I was told by somebody out of Philly.
Mm-hmm.
They told me that Robin's dad worked for the Philadelphia crime syndicate.
Yeah, I mean, he could have, but I'll tell you what. Anybody that works for the Philadelphia crime syndicate or like the Gang Stalking Corporation and your life just doesn't pan out to anything, doesn't it seem like it's a waste of time? It's either that or the crime family really doesn't take care of their people unless they give them drugs, because that's basically how my dad faded out, by the heroin, but then getting off the heroin and then going to Xanax and methadone, the combination package. And he had cancer, so that's how he died. He just let it. He had it for a while, and then he finally just thinned out.
That he was a grunt man. That's what I was told.
Well, here's the thing. I was told you're a serial killer and a gang stalking commander. I mean, I haven't actually experienced any of that insane lying coming out of your mouth whatsoever towards me, but that's just what I was told.
A long time ago, somebody told me that, but who knows if that's true or not? And that's why he's dead.
Well, then why would you even say that?
Dead now. And that's why he's dead now. And that's why he's dead now. That they poisoned him or something, made him sick and to kill him so that he wouldn't talk. I don't know. Like I said,
Such bullshit lies coming around, accusations of those sort.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm going to say it. Just put it out there. But I don't know, because that's how the serpent's language is. They'll say something and to let you know what's true, but say, I don't know. I mean, it could be I don't know. I mean, I do know. I'm lying to you right now because I do know, but I'm going to act like I don't know.
But I've heard a lot of things from a lot of people that have tipped me off over the past 5 years that Robin's been attacking me online. I've heard gotten a lot of messages from individuals over the years.
No, I just been defending myself. And because it's all a script, and who are you trying to kid besides the people that are blind and just don't see what you're doing? Or your workers.
Who knows if they're true? Who knows if they're lies? I don't know. Nobody ever wants to disclose who they are. You know, a lot like me. Everybody knows my name. So sure. Wrap-up smear on Steve-O, right? Get the wrap-up smear on Steven.
Yeah, but what if this was actually true? And it's not really. What if you really are like this main guy that's in charge? And it's so hard to believe that a main guy in charge would be talking to somebody like me who's nobody. The people that know me, like in my family, you know I'm just who I am. It's just me. The weirdest dude that you've ever met, most likely.
Yeah. It's just the way it works out. I just endure. I'll endure until the end. Somebody from the West is going to come.
The good news is someone from the West, meaning like the United States is the West, opposed to the East, the Middle East.
And help me. It says
That's good. Somebody's going to come help you.
that somebody from the West. See, I believe that that's in dispensation of time. That it's not, you know, people think that it's talking about Jesus. Well, I believe it's talking about future, because Christ spoke of the future. He wasn't speaking of the present. In some cases, but his prophecy was of the future. 2,000 years in the future.
All right, so Jacob Israel wants you to share this video around. You know why? Because he's really putting himself out there. You want to know how?
It may happen again. So if you take a look at that thumbnail, you may be able to make out who I'm saying Elon is playing.
Who I am saying Elon is playing. So let's say Elon is, as you tie everything together, you behind that mask is Biden behind that mask. The kitchen sink representing Pilate washing his hands from Christ, knowing that he's a just man, but Pilate having like a big YouTube channel equivalent to the back in the day. He has this big YouTube channel, and they bring Christ to him, and then he washes his hands with him.
As in the part that he is playing, the self-titled Imperator of Rome. Oh, wow. Do me a favor.
Because the only two options are Jacob Israel is all of these, or he's trying to get you to imply that he is. It's one or the other. That he isn't, but trying to get you to imply he is, like Elon behind the mask, Biden there behind the mask. But isn't that so hard to believe all those coincidences could actually be true?
In a live chat, tell me what.
I mean, if you pay attention to someone's channel for a few years and you watch every single video, you start to learn they're talking about themselves through the other famous people throughout the world, and they have YouTube channels.
What you think this show could possibly be about.
I think it's about you telling us you're Elon Musk. What do you think, John from Denver? I'm pretty sure you've already concluded that, but again, I'm just kind of the same thing. Merely speculation. Because how do I have any proof of anything? I don't. Even though a lot of it's true.
We're going to let some things sink in. That's right. Yeah, this made some news, and we got a lot of people that are offering all sorts of just strange ideas of what they think he meant.
If he has the sink, just like you were saying throughout the video, Pilate washing his hands with the sink. Joe Biden, seems like you're washing your hands of the true Christ, the true risen spirit. You know that spirit is, there's nothing to condemn it for.
I'm telling you flat out.
This drone is
that they're going to pick Barabbas.
Care what anybody else thinks. They can, anybody that wants to blaspheme me also blasphemes my father, my dad.
basically.
This is going to be pretty eye-opening.
Because this already took place somewhere around 4 or 5 maybe years ago, somewhere around there, maybe 42 months ago. And then it like repeats itself.
And possibly maybe a little frightening, I think. I hope it's not. I really hope that it's not. But we gotta see what we gotta see how this goes. We got Murder Mars. Yeah, that's an interesting thing.
So if Elon Musk compares himself to the Imperator, and Jacob Israel is basically the only one on the planet that, I mean, I'm sure there's other channels that talk about Elon, but not as in depth. It's like Steve over here talking about Satan all the time. If you're talking about Satan all the time, then who does that make you? Jacob Israel talks a tremendous amount about Elon Musk, and how do we even know who this person is? Nobody really knows him. These are all just different body face suits.
I'm in the live chat right now. Thank you, Bonnie Burgess.
Wait, you just said I am in the live chat. Anytime you talk about things that are I am, I read the words before you said it. Who were you again?
The Imperator of Mars. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I'm in the live chat right now. Thank you.
I am. Period. Just end the story. And then the language is, if you put a period in between some of the words that they say, because the words they travel through, as in imperial ruler, I am, period. And then in the live chat, I am in the live chat, and then you can continue it like that.
Bonnie Burgess, I appreciate it. Happy Sunday. Yes, like and share this show. If you're, do me a favor. Less than half of you have liked this show. I'm putting myself out there with this. Okay? When you see where this is going, I'm really putting myself out there. So support it. On April 12th, 2021, he posted that he is the Imperator of Mars. Now, I believe on the last show or the show before, he has his picture of himself with the, this was the tweet, the Imperator of Mars. You know what?
Because I don't even care if I'm wrong, but let's just say I'm right. Let's say I'm right. Let's say nobody on YouTube even thought for a second that people wear masks from the outside. Anybody like myself, anybody that just hopped on and is just watching channels, like, oh, it's interesting. And then let's say Elon Musk, let's say Jacob Israel really is Elon Musk behind the mask. And this is the whole purpose of YouTube being created back on April 23rd, 2005. That way, 11 years, 11 months, 11 days later, I can hop into the YouTube platform, coming in peace, and speculate merely about all these freaking bunches of coincidences that happen to line up that I have no proof of. But if you just sit back and enjoy, you'll like the direction that it goes, especially when it is able to be found out to be true. But you can't really prove any of it. But only to the people that are. can you prove? So if I was to say, well, Jacob Israel, you're really Elon Musk behind the mask, right? The most powerful, the richest man on the planet. All right, well, when do you, I don't know, like help the poor people or like myself, or when do you start helping people just retire out of nowhere? They just retire because they don't. If someone can find out who you truly are behind the mask, don't they deserve to retire? I mean, who knows? The only thing people can do now is either agree with me, hop on board and say, yeah, I believe he must be him, because people are behind masks all the time. This is the concealment. And anybody that truly believes that is like, well, you get that retirement fund that I get too, just by exposing the truth. And then others can say, no way, Rob, you're freaking insane. You've taken it too far. All right, well, you're not going to retire along with me. So you don't want to hop on this boat? That's fine. And then there's others that are just in between. It could be possible. How do you really know? You can't. I'm not going to bet my life on it. Well, I would. And if I died, then I am off this planet and I'm done. But if I can bet my life on it, then I'm betting that my life comes to a screeching halt of having to work for a living. Right, Elon?
Imperator means, by the way, it means like ruler, like you're in charge.
And again, there's only two options that I have. Either I'm dead on, or I'm 100% off because he's just implying that he is, but he really isn't. He's implying Superman meeting Black Adam, and we all know who Black Adam is.
Dad, my children, my family, anybody that carries the last name of Dishon, they're blaspheming all of them too. So that tells you how small-minded they really are.
Please, Steve, this is all a damn script. There is no blaspheming. It's a freaking movie script for real, being played out. So anything that's said, if anybody gets offended, they're acting like they're offended. They're really not. So stop.
This is the thing. And everybody, guys and gals, and whoever, I don't judge. Imperator, this is a Roman thing. The word originally applied to any representative of Rome.
Like the Roman soldier that, are you implying like the Roman soldier that when you pierced the side of Christ, you're saying that? And then with old Jesus over here, he's going to show you that he was pierced just like Christ was.
So here's when I was poisoned back in 2015. 2015, I had to go to the hospital. They had to cut out my appendix and
You like those 3 6s right there?
3 feet of intestine, and it all fused together. She said she'd never seen anything like it.
Is he dead yet? After 26 hours. He can't be. Has he spoken? Has he spoken? Just before the tremor. He said it's finished. See that it is. Finally. There's the Nazarene's mother.
Used to kill him.
Get that woman shut up. Keep her quiet!
Aren't you the lucky one?
Surely this man was innocent.
You know I've been talking about Rome a lot on the show. Rome. Elon has tweeted out a lot about Rome.
The Roman soldier who pierced the side of Jesus, converted, and became a saint.
Of course, Pontius Pilate would
Pontius Pilate. If Pontius Pilate is compared to Elon Musk and Jake Visual is Elon behind the mask,
be an imperator of Rome who washed his hands and he listened to the voice of the people instead of, the voice of God who warned him. His wife had a dream, Pontius Pilate. His wife had a dream. He said, this man, this is a good man.
you mean the Dan?
This is a good man. There's a great passage in Scripture, that God spoke, and that it really kind of followed the lineage of Abraham. Those who bless you will be blessed. Those who curse you will be cursed.
You're a narcissistic, gray freaking alien, and you're going to be rounded up. Oh, yeah, you will be. You nasty, nasty demon.
May 21st, 2011, and then the end of the world.
That if you're a good person and you have love in your heart and you want to help people, that if people come against you and harm you, that you don't need to go for an eye for
October 21st, 2011. Well, it's an 8-year period to 7. You're fine. It'll take a while. It will. They
Robin equals Nephilim equals rat equals Barack Obama. Why can't you people see? Why can't you people see?
An eye for an eye doesn't mean you're going to correct it. It means God's going to correct it. God blesses those who bless Israel and curses those who curse Israel. Israel, not a literal place. It is a literal people, but they're dispersed everywhere. Could be you.
Okay, cool.
This was me back when I had some time on my hands. I did Trump and Biden final debate. What I did was I recorded Joe Biden first, and then I put the green screen on, and then I got behind the Trump mask, and then I recorded him.
Responsibility. It's not my fault that it came over here. It's China's fault. It's not even Joe's freaking fault that it came over here. It's China's fault. They kept it from going to the rest of China for the most part, but they didn't keep it from coming over to the world, including Europe and ourselves.
Like a little joke. They make these little jokes, put these little tweets out, these little messages out, these little symbols out. I don't care if it gets done in 6 days, 6 minutes, or 6 hours, Biden says. Remember what we were talking about?
Hey, you got a question for Joe? One more question, Joe. Whoa. Relax.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter when.
It doesn't matter whether it's in 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 weeks.
We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done, man. That shit doesn't matter.
About 666 all the time. 666. A lot of people think that Trump's going to come back onto Twitter.
No. Thank you, America. You later, guys. Thank you for voting for me. It's been great. Trump's coming back. So, Robin.
11 months ago, I said Trump's coming back. I even voted for him the day and told you he was going to lose, but he's coming back.
Rip from their arms.
I don't know about Twitter.
I think it's the 5th, which would be 666 days. That would be funny. He said he's not going to go. He's on Truth Social. Yeah, we're going to get there.
Who runs Truth? Trump. Who's Trump behind the mask? Who runs Twitter? Elon Musk. Who's Elon Musk behind the mask? Who runs YouTube? Who's behind that mask of the YouTube platform?
All connected. Earlier this month, he tweeted out that the Rome show is very underappreciated. The imperator of Mars, imperator which comes from Rome. When he was accused by the chief priests and the elders and they gave no answer, then Pilate asked him, "Don't you hear the testimony they're bringing against you?"
Yeah, but was he in the comment section as a troll? Huh? Maybe? Jamie?
But Jesus didn't reply, not even a single charge, to the great amazement of the governor. Because usually a criminal would say, oh, no, forgive me. I didn't mean it. I didn't do it.
I remember when I was being crucified by Matthew Daly. It's a funny thing. It's a funny story. Matthew Daly, who's obviously someone that had a bunch of information that wanted to, back in the day, he was trying to get rid of me. Back in 2018, it would happen to be 11 months and 1 day after I started the YouTube platform. He did a video right here. I don't like the way the new setup is. Where's it at? It was, did they take it down or something? It said Bash and Robin mainly. Huh. Did they take my video down? Apparently they did, because where is it? I had a 3-hour video that's disappeared all of a sudden, and they didn't even, I don't remember getting anything about it, but just like last time when I was showing the video about Matthew Daly and his mother coming in, and they took that video down. And then now it looks like they took my bashing mainly. But the point is, it was literally crucified by words from Matthew Daly right here. See, this video, March 2nd, 2018 is gone. Because it would only be 2 days before this one. But whatever. He bashed me mainly on that day, and he happened to do it around 6:30 at night until about 9:30 at night. So crucifying, like, with words. And I was asked a bunch of questions by Matthew, and he was accusing me of all types of stuff, and I'm like, what? Yeah, yep, that's who I am. You got it, Matthew.
Verse 19 to 20. So why are you trying to find out the future by consulting witches and mediums?
Because the witches and mediums are the ones that have the script, and they're the ones that know what's going on with the world, because it's all fake and set up.
Don't listen to their whisperings and mutterings. Can the living find out the future from the dead? Why not ask your God? Check these witches' words against the word of God. It's gematria that he's talking about. Not just numbers, but any teaching like that. If their messages are different than mine, it is because I have not sent them. That's why you're getting so much resistance. For they have no light or truth in them. No truth. I have truth. Oh, okay. You and SJD don't have truth.
Oh, thanks.
I didn't, just kept his mouth shut. Fulfilling prophecy, by the way, because it said years ago.
How many?
Years and years and years ago, and the prophets that he wouldn't speak. Now,
that's because when he went to the crucifixion, he thought he was going to get nailed. You know the story, how the story goes. He thought he was getting nailed. He thought that when he would die, he was going to get crucified, literally. So he didn't really think it was a crucifixion. That's just my theory, how I perceive it.
It was the governor's custom at the festival to release a prisoner chosen by the crowd. Who are you going to choose, people?
She cut me
at that
3
time,
times.
he had a very well-known prisoner named Jesus Barabbas.
And then down here.
So when the crowd gathered, Pilate asked, which one do you want me to release to you? Which type of Twitter do you want?
My videos
Jesus
must have got the
Barabbas?
response. The devil
Or
loves
Jesus,
me.
who is called
Your comment got a heart from Robinson 3 times. Boom, boom, boom.
You mean I have not denied you thrice?
Abaddon, angel of destruction, author of confusion. Soon.
Yeah, maybe because people are so confused with what I'm saying, and you can come to my channel, you don't know exactly what it is, but you hear this commotion going on with somebody has this title here, and for those of you that know what's true, you already know. For others, it's like, it's so confusing, Robin. But but I'm not doing anything that's purposely trying to confuse you. What I'm doing is confusing. Trust me, I had to figure it out myself, and I'm still going through it. So, yeah, I could be an author of confusion, all right?
Soon to be bound in the deepest, darkest depths of hell.
Is that what's going on at your house?
In the deepest, darkest depths of hell.
All these threats as I get close to knocking on Satan's door in person.
Messiah. For he knew it was out of self-interest. He knew that they just wanted him to shut up. He knew that what they were doing was wrong. He knew it. Says it right there. While Pilate was sitting at the judge's seat, because he is the imperator of Rome, his wife sent him this message: don't have anything to do with that innocent man. I've suffered a great deal today in a dream because of him. But the chief priests and the elders persuaded the crowd to ask for Barabbas and to have Jesus executed. Which of the two do you want me to release to you? Asked the governor again. Barabbas, they answered. Give us Barabbas. What shall I do then with the Messiah, Jesus?
And
Pilate asked.
You better know who I
They all
am.
cried,
I will tell you that right now. You better know
Why?
that I am the
What
messenger.
crime has he committed?
Okay?
Asked Pilate.
Because Jonathan Kleck,
But they shouted,
he can't take my
louder,
crown. In fact,
Crucify him.
no man
The voice
can
of the
take
people,
my
the
crown.
voice of God.
Not even through death.
Crucify him.
If
When
I
Pilate
die,
saw that he was
you're
going
fucked.
nowhere, getting nowhere, even though he knew it was in their self-interest, even though he knew it was wrong. He didn't want the uproar that was starting to get even worse. He took water and washed his hands in front of the crowd.
193,000 are in this crowd right here on this channel. So let that sink in.
He showed the world the sink and washed his hands in it. It's your responsibility. All the people answered, said, yes, his blood is on
Knowing
us
when
and
that's
our
coming.
children. Then he released the
Excuse
murderer
me.
to them. Barabbas.
Knowing when that's coming.
He had Jesus flogged and then had
He
him
would
handed over
kill
to
the
be
blood
crucified.
witness and go underground and sacrifice the whole population after it's being inoculated.
Wow. Guy didn't knew it was wrong what he was doing. He did it anyway. And it's going to happen again, perhaps.
Because
While
everybody
everyone
that
marveled
dies
at all the things
in the
which Jesus
event,
did, he said to his
okay,
disciples,
except for those that are sealed, okay,
let
and they would
these
now.
words
You better know
sink
that I
in
am the messenger.
Again, predicts his
to
death.
your ears.
Because Jonathan Kleck,
The Son of Man
he
is
can't take
about
my
to be
crown.
betrayed into the
In
hands
fact,
of men.
no man can take
And I
my
think
crown.
that's what's coming
Not
next.
even through death. If I die, you're fucked.
Real bummer if that's true.
So apparently I guess I'm Judas, right? Coming to Jesus' house. I think that's the way the script is. But the reality is this time Judas keeps the money. You know why Judas keeps the money? Because the one that he's offering the money to doesn't take it. Therefore, Judas, this time around, not last time. Last time, Judas gave that money and was taken by the true Judas. This time, Judas tries to give the money back, but he's trying to give it to the Christ, the Spirit that's representing it, and he says, "Keep it, Judas." It's yours to keep.
But look at what happens afterward. Look at what happens when Christ rises. I think it's all terrifying.